So we're going to come onto our backs to start with. If you've got your block or your belt, just keep them close by. We're going to do a bit of yin. We are going to work the abs. Please listen to your body. Come out of poses. Lower the intensity as much as you need. Okay, so like I always say, it's not how far you go, it's how you go. So let's come onto our backs. I'll just keep an eye on the time. It's about 5 past, so we'll go a little bit over. Let's bring the knees out wide and the soles of the feet together, and just take a little rock on the lower back. So just bring your awareness into the back of the body, and let's start breathing all the way in and just sigh it out. And again. Just come to your normal breath, in and out. Just notice how your body's feeling in this moment. Just seeing if there's any pain or discomfort anywhere. I want you to take the hands and bring them around the ribs. See if you can touch the front and the back of the ribs a little bit. As you breathe in, just breathe into the hands. Breathe out. Just enjoy that space. And I want you to take the left hand, bring it onto the heart, place the right hand on the belly if that works for you, and inhale all the way in, all the way out. And remember, it's your practice, so you can take that breath up to 5 or 6. You can pause at the top and breathe all the way out. Let's just take a couple more breaths. And when you're ready, draw the knees in together. And let's bring them into the chest. And give yourself a nice little hug and a gentle rock from side to side. And we're going to take the hands onto the kneecaps, and we're going to take our big butterfly circles in the air. So just opening up the groin, the hamstrings, the hips. When you're ready, just take a few in the opposite direction. And slowly draw in, give yourself a nice little squeeze, and just gently bring the feet to the mat. We're going to take hold of our belt or our scarf here, and we're going to take it around the right foot. So just place it nice and safely. Take hold of both ends of the belt. See if you can keep the elbows towards the mat. You can straighten that left leg, or you can keep it bent. And try to keep that left hip towards the mat. And we're just going to inhale that right leg towards the face, opening up that hamstring. You can bend the knee a little bit. And if you find that you're bending it so much that you lose the hamstring stretch, just draw that leg away slightly. Breathe with me. And see if you can find more space with the breath. It doesn't matter if you don't. Just do what's right for you. Okay, one more inhale. And exhale to release. And just take that belt off. Give that right leg a nice little squeeze. And keep that foot up. And we're just going to rotate that ankle in both directions. And I want you to point and flex. Nice. And just bring it back. And we're going to move over to the left leg as well now. So we'll do the left next. Bring the belt around that left foot. And again, you can straighten or keep that right leg bent. I'm going to inhale that left leg towards the face. So I'm definitely tighter on my left. And actually, it's quite nice if you know you're weaker on one side. You might decide to work on that side a little bit. Find that space and then you'll be here for a few more breaths. If you need to change your position, then you can do that at any time. Okay, nice deep inhale all the way in. And exhale to release. Just release that belt. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Brilliant. And we're going to move back to the right. And we're going to take the one that we normally do again. So we're just going to take the belt around the right foot. Take hold of it with the right hand. Bring the left hand to rest on that left hip. And we're going to open out that right leg. It's quite easy to find that left hip lifting. So I'm just going to put my glove on it as well. Be safe. So we're going to be here for a little bit longer. So if you need to adjust yourself, then do so. When you're ready, take a couple more breaths. We're going to slowly release. Just bring that leg in. Give it a nice little squeeze. That's quite a strong one, I find. We're going to move over to the left side. So I'm going to swivel around. And we're going to bring that belt around that left foot. And let's take it out to the left. So again, just noticing any differences. And again, I'm tighter on this side, so I'm just going to be a little bit more careful. So just a few more breaths, just make any adjustments. It's quite nice to do these yin stretches. especially if you're sort of like working from home and sitting down a bit more. Okay, when you're ready, just safely release. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. And we're going to bring the feet to the mat. And I want you just to check that you can brush the heels with the fingertips, arms by the side, and I want you to inhale as we lift up into bridge pose. And we're going to make it a dynamic bridge pose, so engage those inner thigh muscles, engage the glutes, get that lift. I'm going to try something a little bit different in bridge pose. I want you to support yourself with the hand and just draw that right foot a little bit towards the butt. See if you can get hold of the front of the foot like so. So it's almost like the heel is towards the butt. Now you can stay here, or if you want to try something different, you can lift that right leg off. Bring that left knee, the left leg, sorry, bring the left knee into the chest. And when you're ready, slowly release. And just take that right foot back where it was. And we're going to exhale, bring the hips down. Take 2 deep breaths. And we're going to inhale up again. And this time you've got the option, if you want, to draw that left foot towards the butt. Bring that heel. And you can take that right leg up. See if you can keep that lift. Draw that right knee in. And release. And slowly exhale back to the mat. Nice. And just flatten the feet for a few breaths. Give them a nice little stretch. And we're going to work into our abs now for a few moments. So what I want you to do is get hold of your block or your pillow, whatever you've got. And we're going to bring the block or whatever you have between the upper legs, like so. And you can just bring the legs up towards the sky. You might just want to stay here. That's fine. We're going to run through a cycle of abs. So what we're going to do, I'll show it to you once. We're going to inhale, lift the chest, shoot the fingers up towards the sky. Tap the abs, check they're engaged. Next bit, if you want to, is bring the knees into the chest. And we're going to straighten the legs, straighten the arms behind you. You can hover wherever you need to. Draw it back in knee to forehead. And we're going to lift the legs up, release the chest. That's one cycle. So take a few if you want. We'll try 5. So inhale to lift. Draw the knees in. Bring it out. Draw the knees in. Inhale to lift. Draw the knees in. And if you want to make it more challenging, you can hold it for longer. So it's your choice. So when you're ready, slowly release. And we'll take a little break before we move on to the next one. So the next one's going to be a little bit more straightforward. Again, we're going to be using the block. I'm just going to show it to you first so you can stay resting for a bit longer. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with the block or the pillow in the hands, like so. We're going to draw the shoulders up towards the hands as well. So a nice stretch. And then we're going to inhale to lift, and then we're going to bring it between the knees. And then we're going to straighten the legs, bring the arms behind us. And then we're going to draw the knees in towards the hands, lift the block, take it above the head. So it's basically just swapping the block from the hands to the knees. You can be a little bit creative how you want to do it. So you can bring it in, straighten it out, like so. Okay, so let's take a couple more breaths. Set yourself up and we'll do about between 5 and 10. It's your choice. And let's go. And feel free to take a break after you've done a few. All right, I'm going to do 2 or 3 more. And when you're ready, slowly release. Bring yourself back to the mat. We're going to just rest it for a few breaths. Those are quite tough ones, so you will feel them more. So the next one we're going to do is going to be focusing on the obliques. So just while you're resting, I'm going to show you quickly how to do it. We're going to come onto the forearms like so. And you're going to straighten the legs. And what I want you to do is to lift that right leg up and take the left leg up like so. So we're working into the obliques. Come down and lift and switch. So you can vary it if you want. You can come onto the forearms, you can lift up higher. It's your choice. So just take a few more breaths before we go. And again, just do between 5 and 10 in total. All right, I'm ready. So I'm going to aim for 5 on each side. And when you've done enough, slowly come back to the mat. Just take a few breaths. And we're going to do one final abs exercise. So we're going to do 4 in total. So the next one, I'm going to show it to you while you're resting, is we're going to come up to our boat pose. You've got different options. So one option is you can take it from low boat to high boat, like so. Okay? And you can bring the hands wherever it's comfortable. You can bring the block into it, and you can either take it like so, or you can take the block and take it under the legs. Just swap it between the hands. So it's your choice, okay? So there's different things you can do with this one as well. So I'm just going to take a 3 breath break. And then when you're ready, you can do 5 to 10 of these. It's your choice. So it's really important when you're working the abs that you do take a proper break between each set. And when you're ready. If you're doing the block, swapping it between the hands, you can change over. So take it from left to right. And when you're ready, release, and we'll come back to the mat. That's really good work. That's quite a tough ab set. So just take a few breaths out. And when you're ready, I want you to bring the feet to the mat with the knees bent. Take the arms out wide. And we're going to inhale, you lift the hips off the mat. Take them to the right slightly as we twist over to the left. And just do what you need in this twist. Just taking a couple more nice deep breaths. When you're ready, we're going to come back to center. A couple of breaths out. Bring the arms by the side. And let's inhale up for our bridge pose. And you can do what you want here. If you want to lift the leg up, it's your choice. Take a deep inhale. Exhale to release. Take the arms to the side. Inhale, lift the hip. Shuffle to the left as we twist over to the right. So just feel that breath all the way in that left side of the body. It should feel nice. Just take a couple more breaths there. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale it back to center and arms by the side. And let's take another bridge pose. Engage the glutes, work into the quads and the inner thigh muscles. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale to release. Let's take a nice big stretch. And when you're ready, slowly roll over onto your belly. I'm going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet into the mat as you come up for your up dog or your baby cobra. We're just stretching into the abs a little bit. If you've got any issues with the lower back, you can always release the chest down a little bit. So just listen to your body here. Take a couple more breaths. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, lift up, coming into our tabletop position. So just find your position. And we're going to take our cat-cow breath. So as you inhale, tilt the pelvis towards the mat, draw the shoulders in towards the spine, gaze comes up. Reverse that motion, draw the pelvis up, around the spine, around the shoulder blades, gaze down. So just take a few. See if you can bring that fluid movement into the spine. Feel that space. Just take a couple more. And when you're ready, come back to your neutral spine. We're going to slowly tuck the toes under and come up into downward facing dog. So just pedal the feet, bend the knees. Way to breathe into the back of the body. So keep it nice and strong in the pelvis, the back of the body. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to inhale, lift the heels. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Let's lift that left hand off the mat. Take it to the outside of the right leg. Take the gaze under the right armpit. Coming into your twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly release. Take that right hand up. Bring it to the outside of the left side of the body now. Take the gaze under the left armpit. Keep that back nice and strong. Inhale to release. This time we're going to lower the elbows, working into the triceps. And lift. And lower. And lift. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. We're going to slowly walk the feet towards the hands. Just come to the top of the mat to your ragdoll and just shake it out, swing it out, whatever you need. Shake the head, knock the head. Just let the back relax here. Bend the knees. Take care of yourself. We're going to come to stillness and take hold of whatever's available, the toes, the shins, the knees. We're going to inhale, we lift the chest, straighten the arms. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lift. One more time. When you're ready, let's slowly start coming all the way up. Take your time. And you can come onto the tiptoes if you wish. Shoot your fingers up towards the sky. And release. And just shake it all out. We're going to come into our Tadasana, mountain pose. So you can bring the feet together or you can keep them apart. So have a look at your feet. Lift the toes up, spread them out as you bring them back to the mat. Have a little bit of the weight shifted towards the heels. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. And just take the gaze ahead of you. Nice and soft. You come into the Ujjayi breath, it's there. Feel that energy. We're going to inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Inhale, feel halfway lift. Exhale as we step back into plank pose. And from plank pose, you can stay here or you can take some chaturanga push-ups like so, where you're working into the triceps. So it's your choice. And we're going to meet back in plank. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale as we lower it down. Lift the heart, coming into our upward facing dog. Tuck the toes as we lift into downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. And you've got the option of lowering the elbows if you want to work into the triceps a little bit more. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, feel halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale to release. We're going to be coming into chair pose next as part of our sun salutation. So you can take the feet a little bit further apart if you need to. Just check your grounding. We're going to inhale as we dip and sweep. Breathe in, breathe out. A little bit deeper if it's available. Nice deep inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Tadasana. Exhale as we step back into plank pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, we run through chaturanga. Open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to take some spinal rolls. So let's flow it forward back into plank. Roll it up into downward facing dog. And again. This should feel quite nice on the spine. And then we're going to come into our plank pose. And from here, I want you to drop the right forearm so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. Lift that left hand off. So you're coming into a side plank on the right forearm. And then we're going to sweep that left arm under the right armpit and lift. Remember, you can adjust the feet however it helps. So we're just going to take a couple more of these. It's quite good for the shoulders. And we're going to take that left hand onto the mat. Lift that right hand off, coming into side plank, facing the other side. So right arm up towards the sky. We're going to bring the knee to elbow and open. Knee to elbow and open. One more time, knee to elbow. Take hold of the right big toe and see if you can bring that right foot towards the top of the mat, like so. Don't worry if you need to shuffle it a bit, that's fine. And I want you to lift that left hand off the mat. Keep that right knee bent as we come into warrior two. Bending into the right knee, looking over the right fingertips. Lift that front palm, reverse that warrior. Keep that right knee bent. Let's come back, warrior two. And we're going to straighten that right knee. Draw the pelvis towards the right, fingers towards the right, coming into Trikonasana. See if you can draw the ribs up towards the sky. Draw that left hip a little bit back if it's available. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. As we inhale, we're going to bend into that right knee, coming back into warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out. From here, I want you to lower it all the way down, coming into a side lunge, into that right knee. Use the hands to support you if you need to. And then we're going to take the hands and we're going to frame that right foot. I have to be a little bit careful. I've hurt my left toe, so it's quite hard for me to do all the tucky things. So we're bending into that right knee. We're going to sweep the arms up, coming into a low lunge. Straighten the arms out wide. Let's twist it over to the right. Come back through center. Twist it over to the left. Nice. And come back through center. Arms up to the sky for our low lunge. And exhale. Release the hands to the mat. Shoot that right leg behind you, coming into three-legged dog. You can release that foot, or you can come through a three-legged vinyasa. And we all meet in downward facing dog. We're almost there. We're just going to work through the other side. So let's take a couple more breaths in downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step or walk, feet to hands. We're going to inhale as we sweep up to chair pose. Press those feet into the mat nice and strong. Go a little bit deeper if it's there. And inhale to rise. Lift the arms up. Take the gaze up to the sky. Exhale to release. Shake it all out. We've got about 7 minutes to go. So we are just going to go to the other side and slowly come back to the mat. So get yourself ready for chair pose. So if you want to bring the feet a little bit wider, that's cool. Set your foundation. Press the feet into the mat nice and grounded. We're going to inhale as we dip and sweep. Remember to draw up through the midline. Nice and strong in the quads. You can take it deeper if it's there. Take one more inhale. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Come onto the fingertips or shins. Exhale as we step back into plank pose. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, let's lower it down. Remember to draw the elbows in towards the ribs. Inhale as you open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. And let's take our spinal roll. Come forward into plank. Bend the knees, roll the hips up to dog. Let's take a couple more of these. And just check your alignment as you're doing this. Making the adjustments that you need to for your body. And we're going to meet in plank pose. And from plank pose, I want you to drop that left forearm parallel with the short edge of the mat, coming into side plank. So we're facing the right arm comes up. Option to sweep it under the left armpit and lift. Remember to adjust the feet if you need to. Let's take one more sweep and lift. Let's drop that right hand to the mat. Lift the left arm up, coming into side plank towards the left. And we're going to bring knee to elbow and lift. Knee to elbow. And this time we're going to grab hold of the left toe. Don't worry if you fall. See if you can bring that left foot to the top of the mat. And we're going to lift ourselves up into warrior two on the other side. So you will need to adjust your feet. That's totally fine. Bending into that left knee. Going to flip that front palm, reverse the warrior. Stretching into that left side body. Now let's come back. Warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out. Straighten that left knee. Take the hips, pelvis and the fingers towards the left. Let's rotate. Trikonasana. See if you can take the gaze up or you can leave it down. It's your choice. Draw the ribs up towards the sky. We're nearly there, guys. Doing really well. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift it up. Come back into warrior two. And let's see if we can take it all the way down onto that left knee. I'm having a bit of trouble because of that toe still, so it really makes a difference. So I'm listening to my body. I'm using my hands more to support me as I come down. When you're ready, let's slowly start framing that front foot, bending into that left knee and sweep up, coming into our low lunge. You can drop the back knee if you want, open the arms out wide, twist to the left. Let's come back through center, twist to the right. And back through center, lift the arms up. And exhale to release. Frame that front foot, shoot that left leg back, three-legged dog. Option 2, three-legged vinyasa, your choice. We've got about 3 minutes to go. 4 minutes, I think. Come back into downward facing dog. Let's take 3 big lion's breaths here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, we gaze between the hands. Step or walk, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Tadasana. Exhale to release. Shake it all out. Just take a couple of moments to do this. Come back to your Tadasana. Check your feet, ground yourself. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, let's step it back to plank one more time. Lower it down through Chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Take one more inhale. Exhale as you gaze between the hands. Step or jump through to seated. And we're going to bring the legs out in front of us. Flex the feet. Nice little micro bend. Inhale, arms by the side. Fingers towards the toes. Let's lift and lengthen. For 3. For 2. For 1. And release. Slowly bring the feet together. One more pose before we come to Shavasana. Butterfly fold. Feet together. Keep a nice safe gap. Inhale, lift. Exhale to release. Keep a nice neutral spine. And let it go. And let's stay here for 3. For 2. For 1. And lift. Slowly come up. Straighten the legs as you slowly bring yourself into your final Shavasana. We've got a couple of minutes to go, so we'll be here for a few nice breaths. Just release the arms. See if you can make space in the armpits. And just let the feet roll out. When you're ready, we're going to start deepening the breath. Just slowly start wriggling your fingers and your toes. Just rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. Take a nice big stretch. And we're all going to meet in our little nice comfortable seated position in a few breaths. So just take a few stretches, whatever you need. And we'll meet on the mat. When you do come to your seated, just keep your eyes closed and the face soft. Just bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to end today's practice with our 3 clearing breaths. Just slowly bringing the thumbs up to the third eye. And really thanking yourself for today's practice, thanking yourself for your strength, and thanking yourself for trying new things. The inner light in me will always honor the inner light in you. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thanks so much, guys. Hope that was good. I'll speak to you next week, yeah?
Yep.
See you, love. Take care.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye.